Yes, yes. What you know about that, homeboy? Yeah, this should be in the house. I'm very bitter. I'm very, very bitter because I I got a chance to reapply for monetization and they rejected me. They said, "Oh, you're reusing content." Now, apart from the fact that I don't really reuse content, you got peeps. Uh, you got peeps on YouTube that will have whole uh, bits of films and they'll be monetized, but they've decided to attack Chubby. Why? Because he speaks the truth, man. He speaks the truth, and that's what we're talking about, man. Huh? And it's very disappointing, man. I don't know. I've got a few choices. Do I go to Patreon? But I think is Patreon dead now? Yeah. Um, I could start a new channel. I could start a new channel. What else could I do? You know, I could go on Rumble, but none of these things offer the same opportunities as YouTube. And YouTube is a monopoly, and there are actually legal laws in monopolies to stop monopolies happening, but they don't listen. No one's going to take YouTube's court, right? No small channels is going to take YouTube's court anyway. Yeah, what up? So I got my boy Adam D in the house. What up, Chubby? I'm very bitter because of the lack of they deliberately stripped my money, man. They stripped my money, man. Anthony, you lost your people moving from Patreon. There is Rumble. The problem is you can't get the same YouTube owned by Google. So you go to Google and your channel appears everywhere. They've taken my channel away. In the old days, back in the day, my channel would appear everywhere, but now they're not taking it, man. It's a way of breaking down free speech, man. It's a way of breaking down free speech, and I'm sick of it, man. Sick of this shit. Everyone was calling Canelo a duck. 24 hours later, it signs the PBC. Again, I don't care that much about the ins and outs, the promotional changes. Is Dazen dying? Maybe. Lee Frotch, yes, my friend. Champ, we all know that Sonny and his family grasped that people are after that state want him quoted for claim benefits and working. Yeah. And he hasn't answered that. And I put that to him. And he's obviously a wrong'un. Huh? Grassing to him is nothing. He grassed up poor Danny Flexen, who done nothing wrong. Yeah, fuck him, man. My boy Joe Howard. Haters don't like it when you tell it how it is, BBC number one. By the way, Joe, my friend Joe Howard, has got a show on the 22nd of July. Yeah, a boxing show. So check it out, bro. If you want to put a link, tell me a link. But yeah, fuck these pussy holes, man. Fuck these sick pussy holes. Big news is Prozoggin's ducking Putin. Oh, so this is the guy who allegedly, right? I don't believe this stuff. So allegedly he's in charge of the Wagner division, which is full of nutters, allegedly. And he's starting to turn against Putin. I don't know, man. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all a lie. I don't think you can trust any of these people, man. Yeah, without further ado, Retro, hope Dillian Smashes Lottery. Has it been signed? I don't know if it's been signed, right? Yeah, Dillian, I don't mind Dillian. At least he has some respect for himself. Oh, this is not a spliff. It's just a cigarette, which is no good, by the way. But yeah. My boy Lee Talks Boxing. There is no Triple B Live without Lee Talks Boxing. Lee Talks Boxing got his own channel. Check it out. Yeah. War Triple B. God bless. Thank you, brother. War Triple B. Yeah. Oh, hang on. All the news, Russia's NATO propaganda. Right. How can you trust an organ that has told you years ago that A, Jimmy Savile is a great charity enthusiast, and B, that Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. He's got like what fake lakes open up and the missiles. How can you trust these people that speak such fucking bullshit, man? Fuck them, man. Dylan is more of a bomb than KJ. Sad to say. He's not that great. He's strong. He's aggressive, but yeah, I don't think he's that superb. My boy, acoustic gymnastics, always here. I love you. No homo. Love the costume. Thank you, man. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like a fucked up version of Muammar Gaddafi. Anthony Joshua, hello. I've been visiting the oil recently. I'm a bit worried about you, Lee. I don't think the oil well is where you want to be at. Without further ado, Gay J is scared of getting hit. Dylan isn't. Well, the funny thing is, right? I've never seen a guy, a bully, become so scared of getting hit like Gay J is. Dylan isn't. No, Dylan isn't. But he's not that great either. He's got enough to batter Gay J. It's a decent fight, man. But I'd rather not see it. I'd rather see. There's only a few fights at the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury vs. Not Wilder. He's already beaten him. Tyson Fury vs. Usyk. Tyson Fury vs. Gay J. Wilder vs. Usyk or Gay J. Maybe Zhilei Zhang. I mean, that's the problem, man. In the heavyweight division, there's not that many top fighters, and they're not facing each other. And I'm just bored, man. At some stage, you'd be like, why are there not big fights not happening? Lolita, Pit Pong, Wagwan. Yeah, salam alaikum, brother. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, it's okay, bro. I'm just like cynical, border boxing. What's going to happen? Lolita goes, what's the name for a woman banging a Southeast Asian guy? What's the name for a woman banging a Southeast? You mean the other way around? The other way around is like a sea trader or something. I don't think it's mostly white men going to fucking Thailand. I've seen some of the ugliest white guys, the fattest, ugliest white guys. And then we get these young, pretty Thai girls. I'm not into that shit anyway, but I'm not into rice drilling. But yeah, I know. It doesn't go the other way, does it? Katrina. Oh, there are rumors AJ being announced. Did you hear anything about that? No, I haven't. I have not heard anything about that. I mean, nothing would surprise me, but I don't think he is. I just think he's a batty man. So. I haven't heard anything about that, man. Anthony Losua. Cyrus, yes, boring. He might not be able to beat Zhang. It's not impossible task. Joyce might have reached his level. Yeah, I actually think Joyce will win the rematch. The reason is because I don't believe that Joe Joyce could have boxed any worse than that. And also, even at the end of the sixth, right, or whatever it was, I could see Zhang getting tired. I could see him getting tired. He's known to gas a bit, so yeah, I don't think. I mean, what I'm saying is, I actually think that we'll wait till the odds come out, but I actually think it might be worth a bet on Joe Joyce. Imagine me on the rise, Julia Bro. Personally, I'd rather 24 still gone in. Are you fucking? Is this Sonny Edwards? Sonny Edwards loves gone in when he said it. He actually said, excuse me, I prefer gone in with. Fuck this. Whatever, man. Lolita, isn't it a woman who bangs a black guy mudshot? Yeah, or a coal burner. So one that goes an Asian guy's it's so rare, man. I don't think they've got a name for it, bro. Palm Pro, Joyce's defense might improve if his eye goes again. He's knackered. Do you know what? The only thing I thought was weird about that fight was that Joyce was so happy after it got stopped. He was like, oh, you know, he within 30 seconds he went up to the Big Bang and was like, oh, well done, man. I find that really odd for a guy with so much character. My belief is that Joyce can't do any worse. Cyrus, most heavyweights are shit to begin with. Well, to be frank, right? Heavyweights are the kings in some ways. They're the biggest guys. They're violent. They're huge, but they have a lot less skill than the other divisions. I don't know, man. To be honest, I have a liking for the heavyweights because if boxing was pure, right, and there was no weight divisions, you didn't care about that, who'd win? Well, the big guys, you know. So, I don't. It's a hard one to get your head around, man. Some of his Bam could be fight of the year. Sonny is the biggest bum inside of boxing. Could he beat Rodriguez? Yeah. But I just think that in America, he will struggle. You have to think location is very important, man. Burn the coal, pay the toll. As Greta Thunberg was. I've seen that meme, man. Sweet. Sean D in the house says Sonny beats Bam. Possibly, you know, he's skillful enough to beat him. I don't think Bam Rodriguez is that great, but it's in America where Sonny has never fought. And I think Sonny is a pussy hole, to be honest with you. I think he is essentially a pussy hole. So I'd like to see the odds. I'll wait till the odds come out until I'll give you my betting prediction, man. My boy Michael M. We need Joyce to come around 21 centimeters and came into light fast. Yeah, he did. And it was very odd because, you know, if you're going to come in light, you'd expect to box more. And actually, if you watch some early fights of Joyce, there's a couple of fights, I can't remember who they are, and he boxes really quite well. He uses his jab. This is a guy who's Olympic gold medalist. Well, he should have been. He should have been Olympic gold medalist. But yeah, he came in light, but he still got battered. I don't know, man. I'll wait to the odds. But I believe Joe's got a big chance of winning the rematch, man. Katrina R. Are you a woman? Straight. He allegedly likes very young girls. I don't know what you talk about. What? Gay J? Should be. Do you rate Misha Lara? He's okay, man. But people tend to overrate Mexican boxers because they go, oh, they're so, they're such warriors and they left it to the body. But Mexicans, there's what 150 million Mexicans, and you compare the Mexican fighters to the Puerto Rican fighters. Puerto Rico's got like what 3 million people, and it produces almost as many good fighters. The problem with Mexicans are not very athletic. They just aren't. Okay, so the ones that reach the top are obviously good, but there's loads of bums. As Nigel Benn said, road sweepers, man. Road sweepers. My boy, it's double O. What's up, Chubby? Hi, guy. What do you think of Titanic? Something. See a member of the WF was on. Wow. Wow. I mean, that is the more you get. I know it's suspicious anyway, right? So, the guy, the Pakistani guy who brought his son on was a member of the WEF. I don't know, man. I wonder whether it's fake. If it's fake, why is it fake? Insurance. It's just very odd. And the other thing was allegedly within like 4 hours, they knew that these guys had been imploded. And then they carried on pushing the story out so it would dominate the media. Why? Well, you're covering something up. You're covering something up. Do you remember when there was the 9/11? There's actually a email released by a Labour politician going, "This is a great day to release bad news because no one will hear it." Well, what'd you know, man? What'd you know? Yeah, thank you, brother. It's great to see you, man. My boy, Palmer, gotta go, Chubby. My Thai curry's here. Latest. Yeah, I quite like Thai curry. I like the coconutness. The creaminess. I do like heat, but the Thai, I like pad Thai. Thai curries are really nice, man. Very nice. I could get off my chair this instant, not warm up, and still KO a free Fred Lara within 3 rounds. He sucks. Oh, he's got Mauricio Lara. Yeah, I know you don't rate him. I don't think he's great, but he's not awful. I just think that Mexican fighters are overrated. Why? Because they want to sell pay-per-views in America. And to sell pay-per-views in America, you need Mexican fighters because such a big amount of pay-per-view fighters are Hispanic. So, my boy Nordic Warrior. What's up, guys? God bless you. God bless you too, Nordic. I see my man's Nordic in Manchester. I was really pleased to see him. I gave him some love, no homo. Yeah, it's great to see you, brother. He goes, I think YouTube is hiding his live stream. It wouldn't surprise me, man. I don't come up on Google, which by the way, Google owns YouTube. I used to come up on the searches. I don't anymore. I've been demonetized because allegedly I use other people's content, which is hardly at all. I mean, there are fucking idiots that put on full, 20-minute snatches of, a film, and they're monetized. So what the fuck, man? Yeah, brother, it's great to see you too, brother. God bless you, man. Boxing Classics, I love my boy. Boxing Classics. How will that Wagner guy sleep now, knowing that he's just made Putin look like a fool? I'd be scared drinking any tea. I was like, I don't know. The problem is, I don't know whether to believe whatever's happening. I don't know whether to believe what's happening. There's plenty of pictures of Putin, with high-level Illuminati guys. I mean, I think they're all bullshit. I have to be honest with you. Cordino Lotto. intuitively, without thinking about it, I believe Cordina's. I thought Cordina would be beaten by Rakimov. I underestimated him. I actually think he's very talented. I think he's very talented. Um, uh, Lara's not. Lara's tough and it can hit, but I think Cordina would win easily. Easily. That's what I think. Nordic says it's way too hot in the UK right now. Weather is mad. It is hot. It's not that bad, man. I mean, like, the summer in the UK is often really hot, so and I'm not. But they'll push it. They'll be like, this is global warming," and they'll be bullshit, man. Lee talks boxing. Cordina really impressed me against Rakimov. Me too. Me too. That guy's got skills. People say Sonny is better than him on crack. Anyone who says Sonny is a pound for pound fighter, and they've been pushing that, right? In some Hearn interviews and commentary. Come on, man. Pound for pound's a myth anyway. It's bullshit, right? But, you know, how many people are 80 stone? How many people are 80 stone? Aren't any? There's twice as many heavyweights as fucking flyweights. They're bums. They're pathetic. They'll get knocked the fuck out. The idea that Sonny should be regarded as anything more than a midget is a joke, man. Adam D, my next door neighbor's playing horrible music. What kind of music, man? What kind of music, brother? Yeah, tell me. Bossing Classic SQ in the house. Hello, brother. Great to see you. Laura pulled an Andy Ruiz. What do you mean by that? It'll be interesting if he turns around as the next fight. He might get Warrington 2 and Wood 3. As neither of them are fully settled yet, best of 3. I mean, the thing is, like, Warrington and Wood are not that good. Wood is chinny. Warrington is dirty. But Lara's not that good either. So, do you know what? I wouldn't even care about it, to be honest with you. My boy, back in the game, 7. Don't knock crack. 3 pounds 25. Bradford, and the shots are bigger than some heroes, my guy. Yeah, I mean, I've done crack before. I didn't think it was that great, funnily enough. And I'm a bit embarrassed. Now look at us, go, what you thinking? What are you going to go on the fucking crack pipe? I think I was just disturbed. But yeah, most times I was just saying, this is not that great. One time I was off my nut. I don't know, man. When neighbors play boom, boom, boom in the club, music right next to that's right, man. Lee talks boxing. Wood has got Lara's number. Yeah, no doubt. Lara did exactly the same thing in the second that he did in the first. Wood was moving too much for him. He had no clue what to do. Yeah, I would certainly expect Lee Wood to win again, but Lee Wood is fragile, and he does. I can't respect a guy like I like Nottingham. I've got friends in Nottingham, but I can't respect a guy who will take part in orgies, who will let his best mate bust a nut in his girl. I mean, that's just disgusting, man. I clicked on Shazam. Now he is playing a song called "I Hate Myself, Loving You" by Joan Jett and blah. I don't know, blood. Have a lick of Bobby Brown as this game. 2 can play that game, your game. Bobby Brown, is he still alive? Yeah, it was kind of. He had a couple of good tunes, man. Wasn't he married to like Whitney Houston? And Whitney Houston was a crackhead, right? And I mean, you got to think like these lifestyles are not healthy, man. Two could play that game, your game. Danny Flaxton is next door to a Nordic Warrior. I don't know about that. What I will say though is that Danny Flaxton was wrongfully abused by Sonny Edwards, who's a pussy hole. Yeah. In the club. Yeah. Danny, right. So, Sonny Edwards put on this whole thing like, oh, Danny Edwards is a wrong and he's a nonce. And when his daughter, when a woman's like 43, and then he's like, he didn't. By the way, he didn't deny it when we asked him, even though he's all the time on Twitter. And then like fucking, right? He scrolled past all these things, and I paused the things, and they were having a conversation, talking about jerk chicken and what food they like. It was like a normal conversation, and then Flaxton apparently says in the club. Now, no one randomly says in the club. They only do it if someone asks, "Where are you at, Danny?" In the club. It's fucking disgusting. Sonny Edwards is a fucking snake. He's a pussy hole. He's snitch time, Sonny Edwards. He's a grass. He's a wrong'un. Yes, my boy, Double RH25, my man Chubby. What do you make of the wrong cock inside Triple R and his stalking of time? Yeah, I find it odd, man. Triple R has been on this channel and the lives and given some love, and I think he might even have given me some money. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on there, to be honest. But I watch it from the sidelines. I'm not that bothered, but I'll watch it, man. Are any of your fans? Yeah, Lee Talk's orgy is a huge Sonny fan. Oh yeah, that's at least one guy. I don't know. Hey, Sonny Edwards. As I said in my last video, I'm trying to mentor him. I'm trying to help him. But okay, just so you know, I've been demonetized. I don't know when I'm going to get have to get a new channel. I don't know when I'm going to get a Patreon. But if you want to give some love, Cash App Bengal G14 is where you got to be at, because I don't know. It's not about money. It's about me funds. It's about me funds talking to me funds, like Ricky Hatton. But I'm a bit. One time I made £677 in a month. I worked hard, by the way, for that money, but it was good to have something, Whereas now all we get is haterism. Any Corey talk today? I am not in a Corey mood. Man. I'm not in a Corey mood. Lee talks positive. I told you, I rate Sonny, to be fair. He's the best flyweight in the world, if that means anything. Well, it means fuck all, man. It means you're the biggest. It means you're a fucking manlet. You're a pussy hole. You only weigh 8 stone. So yeah, it means fuck all. Without that's be why is in times Minge. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Tyson Fury lost his Corey. Yeah, I mean he's lost his balls, but he wants to measure people's Corey, because he's very interested in Corey size. Like Francis Ngannou. He's like, "You gotta be Corey." I actually went with a gay Irish guy called Corey. Oh, it's in Corey business. I assume so. I assume so, man. Any news from Max Jenkins? No, he's a pussyhole. He got my channel struck. He's fat. He's a pink pig, a porcine, disgusting animal. He's allegedly having a fight in Malta. I don't care, man. He's a pussyhole. He knows he would get smoked if you stepped on the Triple B because you can't fight, man. That's all there is to it. Do you think Porky has lost some of his energy? He seems like energy compared to his vids. He's pushed out in the Mickey Theo days. He sounds flued up with them. I don't know, man. I don't watch it that much. I was a big Porky fan when he was exposing wrong-uns like Dave Caldwell, 73 degrees, baby. And he was exposing that, but he seemed to disappear. And so he lost my my loyalty. I don't really know. I haven't listened to him to be honest with you. What's the story, Morning Corey? I love me fans. They are the fucking funniest, man. Double RH20, yeah. Porky's back on the pipe, I've heard. Well, the problem is, if you're a severe drug addict and you're into brown or white or whatever, it's a lot more likely you'll go back to it. So, well, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't hate him. Porky's just tired in his videos. He's fatigued of training so much on the punching bag with his patio. Yeah, I don't know, man. Porky does what Porky does. He thinks Porky is buying tin foil, throwing his shot on here and chasing the. I mean, he chases like. I've done heroin, by the way. I'm not proud of myself, but I used to have a friend who was a heroin addict. And we were in a band together. And to be honest, it was pretty fucking good. But even there, I knew this is not where you want to go. This is not where you want to go. Why do you not want to go there? Because it's dangerous, man. Addiction to brown is no good. Back in the game, Smack has a great smell, but it smells like Marmite to me. I find it smells like Marmite. And Chini also Sam Straw. I love Sam Straw. Won't forgive him regardless what he does. And Sam Straw is still in denial over Ryan Garcia loss. Sam was very hurt by the Ryan Garcia loss. I believe he had an attended suicide issue. But yeah, Sam's struggle. What would your gameplay be for the Max Jenkins fight? Punch him in the fucking face, man. Max Jenkins is one of the worst fighters in the world. He's like so bad. He's like, ugh. He's 30 stone, which, by the way, on the street makes you. It's worth something, but in the boxing ring, man, have you seen this fucking bum? He's a useless prick, man. And fucking just climb all over him and knock him out, man. And he would start crying, hey, Triple B, stop, hey. All right, what's the time, man? 34 minutes. Oh, okay. And not a question to you, Chubby, but asking everyone else, where's the Emperor gone again? I have no idea, man. I like the Emperor. You know, he came on my channel. We came on my live. We talked. He just suddenly disappeared. I was like, what? He hasn't done any videos for about a month. I don't know, brother. Maybe he realizes that his time is gone. I don't know, man. I know lots of people on the suicide list. The funny thing is, well, it's not funny, but incidents and percentages of suicide are way higher than they used to be, man. Way higher. Boxing classics issue. I wanted Putin to come further east. Oh, he says further west. Sorry, and free us of the rainbow cult and the indoctrination in our education. Yeah, I mean it's disease, the kind of sickness they're pushing. But the problem is Putin could be just another pawn, another stooge. So that's the problem. Lee talks all drilling. Speaking of suicide, I recently heard of someone who lives 5 miles away from me hung herself because she got her 7 kids taken away from her. Absolutely just, yeah, it's really tragic. And I don't know about this case, but certainly I would suggest that one of the problems is the breakdown of family values and family communities. And this causes disruption. That's a real shame, man. A real shame. Max Jenkins was on the numbers in the H&P Humber. What do you mean he was a fucking wrong a nonce? I don't know, man. He's a fat piece of shit. Fuck it, man. Without further ado, retro. That video with Usyk and Tyson with the camel toe was brilliant. Usyk speaking still destroyed the Gypsy Queen. I'm very disappointed with Tyson Fury. So he used to be based, man, and he seems to have sold out. It's a real shame, man. Yeah. What's going on in the boxing world? There's not a lot, right? There's not a lot, man. Well, Lee says this. Usyk is a weird guy, almost free. Yeah. He's done some weird stuff. There's pictures of him with Lomachenko, and they look like a bit too friendly. I hope not. Because he's Christian, or he says he's Christian. But maybe in order to reach the top levels, you have to sell out. Kia T, Chubby, where in the Roman Fury live chat banter is always the Roman Fury. Roman Fury is a fucking bum. I don't know what you mean, but he's a fucking bum. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to him, but he's a bum. And that's all there is to it. Should be doing his Jerry Sadowitz tribute. Do you know I watched Jerry Sadowitz actually live, and this was really bizarre. So this was before Jimmy Savile died, and before obviously it was well known, and Jerry Sadowitz weirdly was coming out going, he is a nonce, he's a wrong un, he's done this, he's done that, and everyone's like going, I knew, and if you're clued up, you knew, but some of these people are going, it didn't fit in. But yeah, sure enough, about 6 months later, it came out. He's what we all knew was a wrong, but Usic's wife is hot. Well, he deserves a hot wife, man. Big up, Kitty. Big up to you too, blood. Oh, this is interesting. Without further ado, do you know Loma's not very liked in Ukraine? No, I don't. Why? Tell me why, brother. Wait, Sergei Liakovich. You remember Sergei Liakovich was a good fighter. He got ironed out by Wilder, but he was a good fighter. Do you know why Brooke got stabbed? His wife looks like a man as well. He doesn't look good. I think apparently he came on to. I think it's quite well known that the Brooke is into batty business, and he got high and he likes to party. And I met someone who went down to the England gym, and Kel Brook was there going bragging. Oh yeah, I sucked a guy's dick last night. I mean, can you imagine that? But yeah, I mean, he's messed up, man. Look at him. You can see he's messed up. You can see he's messed up. Usic's just exactly masculine. The world heavyweight champion. A bit weird, is all. I agree. It is a bit odd. I just hope that some people have got more honesty and integrity to go down that way, man. Katrina, Loma has 2 minor children. Okay, she's not allowed to leave the Ukraine. Unlike you said, she has 3. I'm not sure what you mean. The point is that it's like anywhere. Like if you're important enough, you will get given the ability to leave. You'll get given the ability to have special treatment. Back in the game, should be. I'm lost. I need guidance, bro. I'm sorry, brother. I lost everything to drugs. My bird is on the beat in Bradford and his food. When he got the shit phone, his CSX would take guide me, brother. Oh, I'm really sorry, bro. I'm really sorry, man. It's very difficult times. It's not surprising that people are caught in this mess. I'd say praise Jesus and go to Jesus. And I'm not perfect, but being as clean as you can is one of the best routes to living life purely, man. I'm sorry, brother. I hope you get better, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna go soon, just because I want to eat, blood. I don't want to eat. I want to eat a hot dog. I've got hot dogs, which is goislop. You know what? I mean, it's not great, but I fancy it. My boy, boxing classics. Do you have any live watch-alongs for the fights? I know you come on after that, but what about the live? You get some extra traffic. Oh, sometimes, man. But it's difficult, man, because my channel's been demonetized, so I don't get no love anymore, all except the Cash App, Bengal G14, and this is not about making money. It's about me funds, but let's be honest, right? At least making a little bit of cash on the side, a little bit of pocket money helps you. I don't know, man. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do, man. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my boy on these top 3 batty box. Lennox Lewis, number 1. Lennox Lewis, number 1. Emil Griffith, number 2. Who's the third? Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. Great question, by the way. Great question. Damn. Anthony goes, I'm number 1. To be honest, Josh was obviously a homosexual, but he's not good enough to rate in the top three. So he's not good enough to rate in the top three, like I said. Kel, yeah, I think Kelbrett's probably number 5 though. He's not top 3. He's not top 3, man. Nordic. Most of Gaj's best wins are old man. Yeah, and also like once he's happy beating up guys that are not equipped to fight him, but he bottled it when he fought. His best win is Povetkin, to be honest with you, because Povetkin was a serious fighter. That's what I think, man. Josue Vargas, yeah, he's a batty man, but he's not that good to be in the top 3. You know what I'm saying, man? Is Dean White? Dean White's not a boxer, but I wouldn't find him on the street. Believe that, man. He might sodomize me. You know? Yeah, I was asked about the top 3, and I think I gave a reasonable answer. Orlando Cruz again, an open batty man. He wore like rainbow pants and that. He went to gay pride, but I don't think he's in the top 3, and that's the most important thing. Yeah. I stand by my top 3 batty mans. Fuck me. I mean, you might even put Deontay Wilder in there, but for me, what did I say? Lennox Lewis, Emil Griffith, and Oscar De La Homo. I mean, they're better than Josue Vargas, Orlando Cruz. For me, batty business is not a prerequisite to be a good boxer anyway. Fraser 12, yeah, his twerking's filthy. He's like he puts his. I mean, I hate saying this, it's disgusting, but he almost wants to put his asshole in the air. But fucking, he's a bum anyway, so he's no good, man. Nordic says Orlando Cruz should be banned from boxing. He could contaminate his opponents with HIV. There's a couple of HIV boxers, weren't there? Lamar Parks, Tommy Morrison. Although, and I've been meaning to make a video on this. Tommy Morrison was later on in 2020, right? Tested the blood, and they said he's not got HIV. But Lamar Parks, Tommy was, I believe, attacked because he was not willing to toe the line. He's not willing to. No man should ever twerk. I mean, and especially with that kind of fucking experience of twerking, it's disgusting. Do you like Pacquiao? He's all right, man, but no, not really. He's an admitted Freemason. He did so much HGH, his head changed shape. He's a cheater. Yeah, fuck him, man. Sorry, so no, not really. Without further ado, Tommy was John Wayne's grandson. No, he's apparently his grandnephew, but I don't even believe that. But Tommy was. Go and watch. There's a lot of Tommy videos out there. Tommy Morrison, and he was. The problem is, you like the velvet pouch, the pom pom. Now, and you like partying, you know. But I also think he was destroyed because he wouldn't toe the line. He won Mayweather or Pacquiao. Mayweather won that, but it's a gay fight, so who cares, man? This is interesting. Comment. HIV is common, doesn't cause AIDS. Do the research. I've heard stuff like that. I don't have enough knowledge to tell you, man. But yeah, I've heard stuff like that, nigga. Do you think they killed Tommy with the meds? Yeah. Phew. He degraded so quickly, right? And he got, I believe he was gang stalked. I believe he was abused. He was sent to prison because he wasn't towing the line in one way or another. Yeah, I do. Anthony, I have herpes. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Try not to give it to AKA Skins. Reese. Reese. Pat was one of my favorites to watch, but yeah, I've seen pics of him in the lodge. Yeah, unfortunately, and it's very disappointing when you find this out. When you have fighters you like, and you find out they're wrong. But you have to be honest, and you have to be able to take that hit and go, "Fuck me, I was wrong." Lee, what's Ricky Hatton's Mayweather? Floyd couldn't defend himself inside, so the ref had to help him. No, Hatton wins that with a fair. Actually, I totally agree with you, and I've said this from the beginning. And people always play the same story. What they do is they take what they've been told by mainstream media. But Hatton had the right style for against Mayweather. He hurt him early on. And all you see, I don't know who the ref was, but Hatton's game was close in. Anytime Hatton got close, you get fucking given a warning and told to get away. And I actually think Ricky, he's not my biggest. I'm not his biggest fan, but yeah, I think he would have. I think he had a very good chance against Mayweather. Favorite fighter now? These questions are just quite hard to, to answer. I'm not sure. I'm sorry not to give you a definitive answer, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think there's a dearth of good fighters at the moment, and I'm mainly interested in the heavyweights, man. No, it says in the UK, Haddon stops Floyd. I mean, very good chance of that. If you watch that fight, see, people get taken in by the media, the mainstream media narrative. My Mayweather is so good. But you watch the fight, and again, and Han gives Mayweather a lot of trouble. Right? He hurts him, he staggers him. Eventually, Mayweather knocks him out. But you can't win a fight when the other fight is being protected so much by the referee. Should be his favorite, Sonny. Yeah. I like Sonny. He's very talented. Huh. Kitty, I've seen Sonny that was an O2 with three curvy black women. He likes black women. And by the way, that's fine. That's up to him if he wants to be an oil driller. But it's curious to me. Huh? It's very curious to me. Reese, one Max Checkers, two Sonny, three-time Booth. I can't really argue against. I can't argue against that, man. Right, I'm gonna say a bit longer. What we at? I got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, blood. 5 more minutes, blood. I love me fans. I'm in big trouble, man. I'm like earning no money. Oh, this is a good question. Many good boxing prospects going into UFC for yeah, I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. There's a lot more money in boxing, number one. Number two, a lot of these guys in UFC are just not that good with their hands. So I'm not sure. Favorite UK fighter then? Okay. Can I give you a few? I have to be honest with you, man. Prince Nazim, even though he was a dick, he wasn't very intelligent. Uh, he had speed, power, accuracy. Um, you know, who else was there? Nigel Benn. His violence was definitely interesting. Um, I used to like Hatton, but until he went weird. Joe Calzaghe was a very, very underrated good fighter. Uh, he was quite shy, so he didn't really want to push the, you know, he didn't really want to get pushed out there. But Joe Calzaghe and Johnny Fisher. Somebody else was Max Jacobs. You got Chubby. I think I probably got Sonny on points. That's right. The punching powers there, the speed, the accuracy. He thought he called me a child, but he's gone home knowing I'm a man, and I'm going to be king. Yeah, the prince was Prince Nazim. I don't especially like. I think he's selfish, and you know, he treated his family bad. But ultimately, the prince was great value, great value. Anthony Joel. Nazim was a hype job who knocked over cans and got exposed. In some way, but he won that WBA, WBC, WO title, the IBF. So you can't disrespect him. When he moved up, like a lot of England fighters, you know, he was not as effective. That's true. Lennox Eubank Senior. Well, hey, Eubank Senior was nowhere near a top British fighter. He was just very charismatic. Hey, hey, Cheed, but he wasn't top. Lennox, yeah, maybe Lennox, Kazagi, you know, these kind of people, I think are probably worth considering, man. On this note, cracking channel and great chat. Oh, thank you, brother. Need more real ones like you on this YouTube. Big up Ted Cheeseman. You know what? Whatever you say about Ted Cheeseman, he's gutsy. He fights hard. He's got balls. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't tell youngsters to box like him. Yes, blood. Yakub has got a huge head because his brain's so big. Yeah, I love yeah. I think Enzo Kazaki made sure that Joe towed the line and stayed hungry. I don't agree with it. I think the problem was like Joe Kazaki had two problems or three problems. Firstly, he had hand problems, and elbow problems. That's why he had to fight like that. In the amateurs and in his early fights, he was knocking people out, like big people out. He knocked out Jason Matthews. He knocked out Glenn Catley. He knocked out some other guy I can't remember. And I believe his dad trained him in the shack. He didn't know nothing about supplements. You don't know about. You look at Joe Kazaki's body, and it's completely different to the modern fighter. I believe he underachieved. He underachieved. Also, David Hay was underrated, to be honest. David Hay was exceptionally violent, but he still got stopped. He got stopped in one round by a jab by Joe Twite. There's some African guy that almost stopped him. Carl Thompson stopped him, but he was very, very violent and athletic. Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. People don't mention Josh Taylor enough when it comes to British all-time greats, undisputed. Yeah, actually, Josh Taylor's a really good fighter, and the problem is that he's not that. He's good at everything, or quite good at everything, but not super in one thing. So he doesn't look. He's not that speedy. He's not that big puncher, but he's a very good fighter. Hay has a shout out of top 3 cruiserweights of all time. I have to think about that, but certainly it's possible. Certainly it's possible. I mean, like I said, Hay was accurate. He was speedy. He was violent. And you got to respect that, man. That's boxing, man. YT, make up BS to stop pounds. Yeah. And unfortunately, I've got to think about what I'm going to do about this, man. Because I love me fans, obviously. But, before, so my best payday was £677, which was pretty nice, man. But even if I got £250, this, that, and the other, it will give me something. But if you speak the truth, there are fucking people that will put out videos that are 100%. All they are is 100% taken from films, and they will fucking monetize this, whereas I'm not allowed to. So fuck them, man. I believe Bellend was on roids with Hay. I believe Hay was definitely on roids. I don't know, man. I don't know, blood. All right, I'm gonna go soon. I'm gonna have something to eat. I'm gonna have some hot dogs with mustard, with ketchup. PayPal donation. Nah, unfortunately, I got banned from PayPal. But I've got cash out. People call Hay undisputed. Never heard of IBF, which all the best fighters were going for. Adamek, kind of hammerhug. I don't think that Hay had a bad career, man. That's all you got to say, man. Do you shave your arm? No, why? No, not at all, man. Shit, my arm's blood. All right, a couple more questions, then Chubby's gonna go. He's gonna have some hot dogs with mustard, with ketchup. I don't like goy slot, but I'll fucking eat it anyway, blood. You know what I'm saying? All right, there's no one else here. Guys, it's been great to speak to you. I love me fans. Much love to you. Take care. Believe in Jesus Christ, right? And I'm gonna go. Take care, brothers. Bye.